So easy to go live. What the heck? Let's start with the player, I think. And I'm going to take a look at the our old code and just grab the quick movement. I don't know if I'll keep the jump. I think I'll do a new jump completely. Player ability key manager. There's a bunch of stuff that I know I don't need. Default. I'm going to copy some of this code in and then completely change it. We might keep the jump stuff. We'll see. I'm going to test it just like this, and then I'm just going to play around with it. Where I left it wasn't like the best spot, in my opinion. And I also kind of want to test using separate keys for teleporting left and right instead of having you move in that direction and use it. So like one key click instead of two. But we'll see. I don't know if we need any other references here. Yeah, we do. We don't have teleport either. Jump curve? Interesting. What? Why did I need the collider? Ah. This was the do. I don't think I need that. I don't need these yet. We'll just go with these. And then we'll grab teleport. That's weird. I also did a coroutine for it. We'll leave teleport. Why did I need the coroutine? Oh, we'll bring it. Fuck it. That was the prefab we were using for the visual, which I'm going to change immediately. It's going to take me a while to get back into streaming and coding. But we'll get there. Okay, no errors. Let's get the references going. Jump curve, I feel like is not going to be this. It's going to be one in the middle. Let's just make this what I think it's going to be. Unsure if this is actually how I had this set up, but let's assume it is. Ground player we have beneath, which I think should be fine. Oh. And then ground we have is the main one. And then let's just get this visual and turn it into a prefab. And I think we lowered the alpha, like, significantly. Or is it? Too much. I think it's because the grid is there. Let's just leave it 60, whatever. Player manager, bada boom. Okay, we should be able to move now. I think that includes jumping. So if I hit space, all right, we got the jump back. It does look like the jump was doing... What happens if I go like this? It does nothing. I don't think we're using the jump curve. We are not using the jump curve. Goodbye. That's what I thought. I was like looking at it like, nah. Okay, and then how did I have teleport set up? Also, I have no idea what these scripts are, because I have no references that are missing. This shit just keeps coming. Unity, man. Ah, okay. So it should be. Yeah, it is. So this, I'm not a big fan of right now. Also, I need to delete... What am I seeing? When I'm teleporting around right now, this was happening when I was testing too. I don't know. The visual that I got for this, which is weird, I think. Oh, I think I need to... Okay. So can you teleport while teleporting? No. So then why did I think... Alright, whatever. We'll leave it. What I want to test is just going... And instead of using this, we're just going to check for... E and then Q. Which, in the long run, is kind of limiting. For my main game, I don't know if I want to do this. But for this game jam, I think could be totally fine. This means you could teleport indefinitely. I wonder if this means you could stay in the air if you jump. Nope. Let's do it again real quick. Where'd my guy go, dude? Yeah. He's gone. How do I fix that? I need a limit. So the character's furthest left, furthest right. I'm just going to do a quick and easy. Minus 6.7. Oh, shit. Wait, what? Where's the other collider? I didn't make it? I must have deleted it. All right. It's probably going to be negative 6.7, positive 6.7, thinking about it. Pretty sure I centered everything. Or the... Yeah, 7.2. -6, 7, +7, 2. Sure. We'll do... Or no, npos already is this, right? So we could do npos.x. Try that out. Also, don't know why I was TPing. It seemed like I was pressing left. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's because you can't... Okay, so I'm going to make it so you can teleport while you're teleporting. Just because it feels kind of weird right now. And also what that means is I need this wizard. Teleport, just make it everything. So then if you teleport already with it up, will you just destroy everything? Dude, that autocomplete fucking with me. What the heck? And then we're going to ignore this, I think. Right? We're just going to stop the coroutine. I think you still need to have this check, actually. So now if you hit it, it's going to stop the old one. And then it's going to start a new one. This is going to look weird, I think. But we'll try it. Wait, we're checking if the routine's null. What do you mean? Oh, if it isn't. Stupid. That's the opposite of what we wanted. And then by the end of this... yeah, okay. So I could go back and forth. It does look strange. I also don't know if I like... Dude, this is going to be... Oh, man. I think I'm going to not use the mouse. Also, moving in one direction and then teleporting in the other direction is kind of shitty feeling. But maybe it isn't. I don't know. I don't know what I want from this mechanic. Because already, so I was using E. I'll change, I'll make it so you can't actually spawn the thing either. What else did I want? I wanted a dodge in place, or like a block, I think. Alright, so you can't teleport out of bounds now. I'm thinking we freeze your Y value as well when you're TPing. Or maybe it kind of looks like it already is. Like as you're falling, but then if you keep hitting... What am I seeing? Is it the... Oh... The image doesn't fall. The image is just... I don't know if I want to... We're not going to add a collider to that shit. That's annoying. We're not putting a rigid body in the mirror image. Anyways, what I want right now, I think, is to make the teleport further. And now, as I get a feel for it, I'm wondering if... Tuning a player character is going to be really annoying. Like, I want the primary means of dodging to be... Actually moving around and not just blinking your character. Oh, that's kind of scuffed too. I'm trying to see if I can maybe if you hit E, we're gonna try something here. A is to Q, as D is to E. Yeah. Except this is getting any key down ever, and this is just... These are going to override it, I think. We'll see. Basically, if you teleport one direction, I want it so that your character keeps moving in that direction instead of just kind of messing with it. So like if you're going this way but you teleport backwards, yeah, no. This doesn't matter. But now you can kind of see there's a bit of wiggle. But if I'm moving, it doesn't matter. Just gonna increase the blink real quick, and then maybe I'll actually make it. What was it at? 2? 2 by default. We'll change it. Gonna double it real quick. Can also see if it lines up with the grid. Oh shit, it's so hard to be precise on this actually. Okay, so 4 right here. Pretty close. Okay, so we'll probably make it so you can't just blink a million times a second. Unless that's an ability and then it's kind of fun. What I could also do is just fade in, fade out the character instead of spawning prefabs. But for now, whatever. W does nothing. I kind of want to make it jump. S actually does pull you back down. I need a cooldown on the fucking teleport. I just don't want to work on it right now. We'll jump straight to enemy abilities. And then we have an enemy manager, but we're not going to turn the visual on. So let's just turn the enemy manager on, disable the visual in the collider. Create a new script. And then the enemy himself, enemy manager is probably going to be wrong in the end, but we'll deal with it when we get there. Okay, so the enemy is going to have abilities. Let's mark this as red. And the abilities are going to be working on a grid. Let's get the grid in here. I'll make a class for the grid. Let's make a class. Ability grid. Sure. Let's just make everything manager. So this is going to have all the squares in it, I think, for now. We'll put it by row. So we're going to do... I think we have 5 rows. In the future, I'll do this in code. Game jam stuff. We just get it done. We have 7. It seems so stupid. We're just going to do one big one. I don't like that formatting, but we'll keep it, I guess. We're kind of fucked. Nice, okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a game object ability grid. I think we have 15 in each row. Could be wrong. $15. Less than 15. Less than 7. Y times X, I think, is how it works. 0, 1 would be... Zero, 1... No, this is fucked, isn't it? 0, 1's 15. That's right. All right. And then we can test this correctly by... let's add something to the... These grid pieces right now are going to be debug only. Trying to think if I want to have, when you click on one right now, what to do. Because the enemy... So this class is going to manage the grid. I think the spaces actually do need... Like, I need a struct at the very least. Currently they're game objects. If I keep them game objects, then... Like, I think it's probably fine. They just don't need to be. And if we're building for WebGL... I don't know if we need... We'll optimize later. What am I thinking about? We're gonna do... All right, grid piece, grid tile. And then we're gonna do occupied for now, but I'm thinking that the ability, like we might occupy entire rows at the same time, so we'll put functions in for that. But anyways, we could also do on mouse down in here, I think. What is it? Just while we're testing. And I think we also want to put in... we can just debug. I want to get the position. We'll just name it. We'll just do... Gotta grab the enemy manager, lock it. It's not public. Oh, it's the grid manager. Gotcha. Lock this. Get squares. It's a lot of fucking game objects to have. Deal with it later. Okay. So none of these have colliders on them. If I give one a collider... Ooh, fuck. That's this one. Okay, so I don't know what I was testing with the collider thing, but the naming's clearly off. So it's going up first? Yeah, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. If we just flip these, I think we're fine. Try it again. I'm dumb? What am I missing? So this is the part of coding while streaming that it's been a while since I've dealt with, but I'm looking at something that like makes no sense to me. Oh wait, when I put these into the manager, did they go in the they didn't. Fuck. I need to add them. That's annoying. Hopefully this will work. I think it's working. Being able to debug quickly like that on the fly, even though everything I'm doing right now is garbage, and if I just instantiated these in code, it'd be fine. They should just be gizmos in the first place. I don't know. Okay. I think we did need to change the code, but... Wait, what? Why it's not renaming some of them? Sanity check me. Size 15 by 7. The grid size 15 by 7. 105. Yeah, we have the same size. Oh shit. How's it going, Tess? I'm doing that thing when I'm coding where I'm staring at something and it's just wrong. Oh, it's the other way. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, there we go. It's been a while since I've streamed, but yeah, I started cutting it a long time ago. Dude, time's been flying by, man. I don't even know. Okay, we have it backwards. Where the X... No, we don't. That's right. Okay. Cool. Grid tiles are set up now. Let me remove the debug log. Where we at? Bada bing, bada boom. Let me actually remove this. So we have the grid. I'm gonna do... So like, let's see. It's gonna give them... You'll get a grid tile. Get random ground tile. And that would just go... What am I doing? I want to make it rando though, so I want an offset. Ugh. And then it just loops if there's an offset. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've been doing a lot of nothing. But looking to get back into doing some coding on stream. I've got a really good idea for a game, and I've put some work into it, but it's like really hard for me to stay motivated to work on it outside of work. So I'm using this game jam as an excuse. And I'll probably show the full game off after the game jam, but I think like the smaller game that I'm working on for it, I'm pretty excited about. And then I'm working with my artist friends on the art, and hopefully this game jam requires a game dev doc I've got somebody that can help me with that too. I don't think I'll do that on stream. Coding is already boring enough. Okay, so all we do is x plus random offset mod 15, I think, right? So if it's 0, if it's 1 mod 15 is 1. If the random offset is 5, 1 plus 5, 6. Mod 15 is 6. Sure. If random offset, so we need to get the grid tile. What is this called? Ability grid. Ability grid of this X, this Y is occupied. That's not public? What's the whole point of this, dude? It is. What? Oh. God damn it. We need to drag them all in by hand again. Fuck me. Is this not... Why is this not working? Losing track of the plot while coding on stream is something I haven't had to do. Oh, it's just called occupied? What? Fuck me. We're going to return this tile if it isn't occupied. And then at the end, if none of them, we're going to return null. This we can test real quick. We could change the row, or get a row as well. Cool, kept the grid tiles actually. Super helpful. So when I hit T, it's supposed to give me any of the bottom, oop. Why? Are these all wrong? Oh, no? I'm trying to think how I fucked this up, and the only thing I can think of is this, so we'll just redo it. Lock it in. What? There we go, okay. Then once I get the grid working, eventually we'll refactor, but for now it's just fully get this done mode. Okay. I feel like it's gonna null out again because I missed something. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm not crazy. If we hit C, 10, 0, 9, 0, 11. Oh, no, okay. Yeah, okay. 15, 0 shouldn't exist. So I need to return one less, right? Am I naming it wrong? How do we get 15, 0? Wait, what? How are any... Wait. Their names one... Wait, what? There is no 15-0. How did that... Did I imagine that happening? I must have. Maybe it was just a 5. All right. Okay. Now I need get empty row. Gotcha. Okay. Get random unoccupied. This is going to be get random unoccupied row. Okay, so this would go by row. Then we'll go by bada boom. So if it is occupied, continue. Bold row unoccupied equals false. Return the row value, which in this case is not... Do I want to return a list of... Get random unoccupied row from left, some shit like this. So this is wrong. We're going the other way. So bottom row goes across row unoccupied equals true. If it is occupied, row unoccupied equals false. Fuck it. This is stupid. Okay. If row occupied, continue. Else return ability grid XY. Ability grid 0Y. Else return null. That would mean no row is unoccupied. And if I want to do this again, but from the right, all it's doing is changing this. Get random unoccupied row from get tile from random unoccupied row, and then okay, so the idea now is we could use this to get, we'll do T again, and then we'll do another one. So this will be 0. This is the leftmost, rightmost. Could put some visuals as well just to make this more interesting, but deal with it later. T got a 0, 0. Index out of range. Okay. Likely an off by 1. Is it 14? This is supposed to be 14. But then it's never 14? 0 would be 14? Let's try that. Nope. Another case of me losing my mind. Alright, I wasn't crazy, thank you. Dude, chat with the sanity check. Good shit. Something else stupid is happening. I'm realizing I'm not using Y. So already that's one thing that I was ignoring. It's the same random offset, get tile from random unoccupied row. So this doesn't, we don't actually need this anymore. It should go here. So the random offset is here. And it's 7. I think. Let's go with that. Okay. Oh, it's giving us the first random... No, that doesn't make sense. That's what this offset's supposed to be for. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So this is giving us a random tile in any row that's unoccupied right now. I could do true random actually. Or are we? True random would just be passing in a random here. So that's fine. Do it with column. Tile Y. I don't know how delayed I am. I'm checking that chat message. I'm like, does it matter? I don't know. Okay, random offset again. I think this is backwards for this one. What is this? So I don't need this, actually. I do. We'll keep it. I could use this though for this, whatever. Okay, call occupied. Wait, tile X? What the heck was tile X? Oh god. Okay. Tile Y? Yeah. I think I did it. This has to be between 0 and 7 or 6. We'll try it. True. T gave us 6-0. So 6-0 is this one. 10-0. All right, it's giving me the bottom one. That's giving me... And then what I should do is if I... okay. This will test. Let's get the sprite renderer and just make it red too. Just so we're not crazy. Oh. None of them have colliders on them. Fuck. We'll do it with the first row. And then we'll do it with 2 rows. Bottom 2 rows. Okay. Boom. So it should never return... What is this? What did I just do? What am I doing? What are we testing? Random unoccupied column. It should never return column 7. Looking good. All right, we did it. And then if we do every single one, this should start printing out null. Oh. What? Get tile from random unoccupied column. Index was outside of bounds. Oh, is that what you... Yeah. Too funny. I'm like, oh, is that exactly what you were saying? Might be. Okay. Oh, I gotta add the colliders again. Nine 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It is returning in 9 a fuck ton. So I feel like there's something here that's wrong. And like, I know it's wrong, but I'm like trying to think through an easy way to fix it. Because the whole point is that we don't know if it's in a row. So like if I disable, oh fuck. I'll use the top tiles here. If we make it non-uniform. Is this bottom? Am I going for... Fuck. I'm gonna reset. I'm gonna reset and then make it, again, like a non-uniform kind of distribution here. Is this 9? Again? Just by chance? 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is, okay. When they're more spread out, it's less obvious. But because of how I have this set up, the chances of it being one or the other is way warped because of this. It's just going through. I would have to randomly go in the other direction, I think, as well. Do I care? I don't know. I don't know if I care. Trying to think of a clean way to do it. I wonder, wait, can I actually just get like a row and just start using link? Turn a row into a list and then just check the list. Basically go check if it's occupied, turn it into a list. I don't need the random offset. I just add it to a list here. I don't like any of this. I was just trying to think if there was an easy way to flip the x plus plus to an x minus minus. All right. We're going to change all of these to work like this instead. So we can't return here. We just add it to the list here, I think. But in this case, this isn't a tile, a list of tiles. It's a list of rows. Fuck. Okay. I hope. It looks so much worse than what we... it looks basically the same. Get random unoccupied ground tile. Correct. And then we just changed the... We'll just do this again. Now that we made it work like this, I feel like we could just change it completely. And then make these two functions identical. Okay. What are we testing? Let's test them all. This one doesn't take in a value. This one does. Okay. This is the opposite? Yeah, okay. Once I'm done with this, we'll actually work on abilities. We're going to do a few before we quit tonight. So T is going to give us, again, random bottom. Yep. And then let's test again, add the components. So the test was to see if we go like heavy towards the end. These should all be randomly distributed now. Much better than before, yeah. And then especially if we go and do everything but the furthest ends. Should be 50-50. Looks like we're going to get a 50-50. Okay. Same with G. So G got us row 4. No, column 4, row 2. So this gave us the second row. This will give us every row but the bottom row, because the bottom row is somewhat occupied. Cool. And then this should only give us the left and right column. All right, we're good. I don't know if these are all that I need, but for something real quick, this is decent. Enemy manager, we're gonna add a few prefabs. One is just a massive rock. I don't know how we want to handle this for like different abilities. We could have like separate managers for each ability. I don't really care. Let's say large rock prefab. And then the idea is that let's do a timer. Rock from sky. Could I call it? Actually just start doing it from rock from top. Large rock prefab. Rock fall timer. I'm trying to think if we do... I don't know if we have a timer. Okay, we do. So each ability is going to have its own timer. And so these are definitely going to be... I'm going to refactor this eventually, but the idea is that the boss is going to have a bunch of abilities that he can use. Each of them will have their own cooldown, and then there's probably some cooldown for like him using an ability. So he can't use all of them at the exact same time. So that'd be something like ability timer. Rockfall timer, 10 seconds, who knows, whatever. And then we're going to start this off at 0, actually. So off rip, you can just use it. Then we'll do a coroutine real quick, just because coroutines are really fast for prototyping. And then rockfall is going to be a random column. So we're going to do... fuck. So this is going to give us... We want the top tile from the random column. So it would be grid tile, top of column, ability grid manager dot get tile, and then this is going to be 6, and we'd pass this in probably grid tile, start tile. And then we also have to occupy. For now, we're only going to occupy the bottom tile. And we'll do it right here. We'll do it at the start of the coroutine. So we're going to make this public. We'll deal with the coupling later as well. This is going to be start tile dot x and then 0. We're going to set that one to occupied. So the goal of this ability is that it starts at the top, falls to the bottom, and then it occupies the bottom, so we can't shoot abilities through it if they're going through it, or we can't place another rock on it either. Which we'll see again. A lot of this, when it comes, the entire design of this is going to be all these abilities interacting. So just want to make it work initially. I'm going to pull my old code and take a look at how we were handling AoE jump ability. Yeah, this is it. And it's super quick looking at that. We could have some ground visuals. For now, we're just going to do prefab, lerp utils move, and that's it, I think. Rock prefab. This is going to be... I don't know. I guess that's above the ceiling. And then this is coming down to... I don't know if this is the right value. I'm going to set this as a 0 and see what happens. Big rock. Sure. And then we have a casting. All right, whatever. Right, so this doesn't have a concept of what it is. So I don't need to do that. What am I doing? I just have the tile. In the future, if I need to make a whole row occupied, we'll deal with that later, I guess. Losing my mind while streaming. We have no ability set up. Okay. Enemy manager, big rock, bada boom. We're gonna do a 2x2. I think we made a few of these. We'll do, or 2x3, sorry. Oh no, it has to be a 1 by, fuck. It's gotta be a 1x2 for now. It worked, but it fell behind. Why, wait, what? Hold up. Why don't we see that? So we saw that one. I swear I saw one spawn before and it was showed behind. We'll see. Oh, energy. Enemy manager is also falling through the grounds. We'll disable this for now. That's what I saw fall. Okay. It was the enemy manager, not a rock. Okay, so the goal is for it to stop and then not destroy itself. It's getting disabled. I see. This we want false. spawned in. I'm going to give it a collider. It doesn't have a collider yet. And then we're going to be able to jump on it. Where's the next one? All right. And I'll play this out. We could actually edit. I think if we go debug mode. No, we can't. We can make it so that it just spawns them all instantly. No delay, just for testing. And then this could return null. So I need to check for that, actually. Or we could do something like create a is empty tile, or is there an unoccupied empty column call, instead of doing this where it just calls it over and over again. But anyways, we'll do that. We'll do... Were we using rockfall delay at all? We were, but were we using ability delay? No. Off rip, we'll make it 1. We'll see what happens. Oh. Cool. Oh, I need to change the collisions on the wall to be... Okay. Well, that worked. That was easy. Let's create a new physics object. Let's do a miss folder as well until we decide where to put stuff. Zero friction. Put that on the walls and the ground, I think. Ground might actually need some. Oh yeah, ground needs it, but the walls don't. Oh, the mask isn't large. Wait. Cool. Okay. Is that good to go? Are these also pivoted on the bottom of them or on the middle? I need to change that, I think. Okay. Now I think we need to drop it lower. These are going to fall on stand, basically. Yeah. So I'll drop it about half. We have to get them stuck in the ground. Good enough. Maybe? We'll drop it a bit lower, actually. Oh, you know, get the size right as well eventually. This is about 1.5. Nice. Yeah, that lines it up perfectly. Okay, just gonna add a collider and see what happens. So adding the collider and not a rigid body, I think is fine, but maybe not. All right, he knocked our dude out of the way, right? So instead of... Okay. We can't jump. Why can't I jump when he's sideways? That's weird. Oh, it's because we haven't touched the ground. Oh, shit. These have to technically be ground. So we're going to change the player manager. Yo, fuck me. Using physics as touching on a bunch of shit is probably not the right call. Is there any way to use this with... I'm wondering if there's like a... Is touch... Oh, it is. Holy shit. Okay, so we want is touching layers. Any colliders on these layers count as touching. The bool is the layer mask. Show me how to use it. Okay, so it's the player first, and then the layer mask next. I don't want to call it ground. I want to call it something that you can stand on. Something you landable. Land tile. Landing tile. I don't fucking... Jump from here. Oh, we'll call it ground. Fuck it. That's ground. This one's gonna be ground. We'll see if that works. This is also gonna let you, as they're falling, be able to jump. Nope. Huh. Alright, why didn't that work? Is this the opposite? We want the opposite of this? You need to give a layer mask. Physics is touching layer mask. Where's the layer mask here? Fuck you. What I'm thinking is it's this. It's not that layer, but maybe not. It's a rigid body 2D. Collider to... Oh, this isn't even... I'm stupid. Checks whether the collider is touching any colliders on the specified layer mask or not. This is another thing where I'm going to lose my sanity on, I think. I'm done. Hopefully that's it. Okay. Okay. Nice. Now we can jump on the rocks. Yeah. 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 Maximize the bad boy. Oh. Hey, we did it. Okay. We could stack the rocks on top of each other. Ooh. I also don't like how it got hooked on one of these. That's a little weird. I mean, we're not going to make it so our character can fall over anyway, so fuck that. Let's actually fix that right now, actually. It's fun. We'll unlock it later. Freeze rotation. Nice. Oh. Oh, I need to make them... Oh, that's fucked. My character right now can get stuck on the side of them. But if I make it so that they don't have any... Like, I could put this material on them. God, this is annoying. I don't want to have to add separate colliders for the sides so that you can't stick into it. And then not have... Alright, we'll try just adding the floor to it. We'll see what happens. I don't like this idea. Oh, it's not even the floor anymore. Right, so now we're not going to get stuck. But we're going to slide off it. Yeah, fuck this, dude. 2 colliders per one of these. And then I have to remember to do that every single time. Otherwise, it's going to be ice. Which we are going to have ice later. Oh, and it is actually getting caught, right? Am I crazy? Is it only during teleport? I swear it was getting caught. Rename this to walls. Okay. That's super annoying. So basically it would be something like this. Oh, it would be something like... But then you could still get caught on the edge here. No. I don't want to do this. Let's test it. Why not? The more janky the game is, I feel like the more funny it'll be. Anyways. Nope. Fuck. Oh no, we did it backwards? Wait, what happened? Oh, it's colliding with the top one regardless, actually. I see. My solution wasn't going to work anyways. Okay. That's fine. Can I undo the changes that I just made? Yes, thank God. Okay. Let's see what is causing this to happen. just gonna print it out. I'm kind of curious what it is when we're stuck. And then I actually might change this, right? For testing, we'll probably just want to get stuck in the wall instead of the rock. No, it's 0. Wait, okay, hold up. And then what I want to do is I want to change this material, delete it. So it does 0 out. It isn't because of this. We're keeping the velocity. It is because the velocity is just slowly going away. Jump velocity. Yeah. This is partly why I didn't want to use Unity physics. So I'm not going to get too hung up on it, I don't think. Let me change the value on the enemy real quick so that they're not constantly dropping. And just test how it would feel if you're just trying to jump on top of it with the getting stuck mechanic. Yeah, I mean, it's really annoying. So maybe all I need to do is add... So there is no drag on the character. Let me just add... the physics material and then make the character have drag, which I probably don't want. We'll increase the speed if it slows the character down a bunch. Wait, it slowed him down so much he can't actually jump up there now? There we go. I mean, that's clearly faster than this. Do I design everything around having 0 friction then, maybe? So the ground also has 0 friction. And then the character's gonna have more drag, but the speed is gonna go up. Okay. On that Nunu. Alright, clearly way faster. Not what I want. The drag up as well. We need to increase the Jesus Christ. The jump force. Nope. The jump is still weak as shit. What the heck? Was that not? Make it 100? Fuck around, find out. Player, let's make this 5. No, okay, so the jump is bricked. I don't think it's the jump force that's the problem. Jump velocity. Jump velocity. Oh, okay. Well, then what the heck is the jump force used for? Nothing? I'm gonna remove this and see if it changes anything. Nope. Okay. And then jump velocity, we want to double. Cool. And now it isn't nearly as, like, he's still slipping around all over the place, but it's not the worst. And then jump velocity being 10 is way too high. So we'll do 7. And then, yeah, movement's kind of decent. The fall off on the jump is a little weird. Basically, the X fall off is like, if you stop holding left or right, it's a little wonky, but cool. I mean, we're getting started. We have one ability here. I should make it actually damage you when you get hit by it. I kind of want to add, I'm trying to think if we want to add, before I end stream tonight, let's do like there's a prefab that's just a much bigger rock. And it would require 2 fully unoccupied columns. Did I check for unoccupied column there? Because it should have just been the bottom. That's kind of stupid. Is it? I don't know. Anyways, we'd have to be able to check for it not being random. So basically this would be changed to the logic in here would be changed to something that I could call. Gonna mix it up. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna think for a bit, decide how much longer I want to keep streaming. How long have we been live? Yeah, dude, streaming while coding is crazy compared to actually gaming. But I'm gonna chill for a sec, maybe like a few minutes. Then I'll be back. We'll keep working on the. I think I'm gonna do the quick refactor, and then we're gonna get another set of rocks dropping. But yeah, I will be right back. Okay. So what I want to do is change this. How do I want to do this? Is row occupied, so we're going to pass it a y value. Same with the y for the call. Column. Same for the x with the column. Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Move these down. Okay, and then the thought is, can I do... I'm thinking about how to do this with 2 columns easily. Trying to see how much I can reuse here instead of just copying. Like, fuck it. I know that one works. Get random unoccupied double column. Right? And then if... And then this is 14. And then this is just the first column. Ability grid. Fuck. This is a confusing way to do this, but we'll do it. Wait, what the heck? The heck is this shit? What? Did this not work? Oh, I'm stupid. Alright, hold up. I fucked something up. Okay. Let's see if this works. It's gonna be the same thing, except it's gonna be lower and larger. Rockfall. Let's do massive rockfall coroutine. Six is going to be the top, and it's going to be the top left. So the X is not going to be the X, it's going to be in between. So it's plus 1 would be 1 over, I think it's just plus, it's just a half. Oh, wrong one. And then we'll see if we need to make it fall further. Or not? I don't know. Hit it. Do it. Okay. Wait, did I not fix it? Oh, I did. Okay, hold up. I was like, I swear I fixed that. And yeah, we gotta make him lower. Otherwise, it's gonna be impossible to jump up, I think. Oh, or you could climb it. Holy shit. You can blink through. That's good. Okay, that's not good. And then that shouldn't be happening, right? Oh, I'm not occupying. Hold up, we're gonna play this again. I feel like that's not working, but it also could easily be working. So this one is occupied. So you can actually fit in. Yeah, so give me a sec. We need to do, where do we get the start tile? So this would be get tiles, I think, and then we'd make this a list, and then you'd return both. Which is whatever. I kind of want to make it so that this is a grid. It's public, and if I have one of the grid tiles, I should be able to get the other, is one of my thoughts. So like I could just do this. That's fine. Then over here we do. And then that should fix the issue, except not on this one. Okay. And then this should also make it so that there is, because it's random, it can't get like a complete uniform coverage. Sometimes we'll just have empty columns. Like that one works. And now it should be done and none of them should ever spawn again. Nice. This isn't okay, I don't think. The fact that you can't get down there, so I might have to change. We'll mess with colliders until it feels good. I also want to figure out why I could teleport into the middle of these things. And I'm wondering if it's because they don't have... I'm going to put rigid bodies on them, see what happens. Except I don't want that. Or like they should be kinematic rigid bodies. I just don't know if that'll make it so that my character's going to pop out. So like we're stuck here. That's the one I want to jump into. Yeah, so this is a problem. Like we shouldn't be able to get stuck, I don't think. Yeah, that's not good. We might just check teleport. I could also just squish. Oh. Give a little bit more leniency here. Oh, we didn't save the jump. Gotcha. I don't know if I like jumping up the side of things. We'll figure that out. Might need to make my character's collider a bit smaller. These are only positive for now, so I want it to damage you while it's falling, and then once it's down, it can't damage you. That makes sense. Should be kind of easy. Character has no health right now. There's no enemy on screen right now. The rock should go away eventually, maybe. Maybe not. This is something I'm not okay with. So like, I should be able to slide across. hopefully. Trying to think what I want to do next. We could do the massive rock. But let's not. I kind of want to do the spikes. Spikes are an option. Spikes would kind of have a similar situation where instead of, they still occupy the bottom row, but they come up from the bottom. I don't know. I also want to change the rock. I think it should be linear, actually. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. We RNG'd into one of the only positions where you can get it, but okay. I went into today with no plan and just wanted to work on it. I also thought I'd be like super motivated to get like work on this even off stream as well. I still might, but we'll see. The issue with this is I don't have an end state. So the thought I'm having is like, if this is an enemy ability, like I want you to be able to use these rocks to jump on them, but I don't want them to be permanent, right? So we could have something like a maximum limit of them out at once, and then we could also have a lifetime on them, right? So I guess let's just use some of that, right? Okay. The fact that this is a list, though, means when I destroy the rock, I have to destroy it from this and remove it from this list as well. I'm trying to think if I can just do this in a different way. I don't want to handle the rock's lifetime here, although I could. I could just do it here. Yeah, okay. We're gonna do a new script, massive rock controller. It's gonna have a lifetime. It's also gonna have the damage on it later. Dude, there's so much work when it comes to this shit. What do we want? Oh, lifetime. We want to go through it backwards. Yeah, wait, what? I don't know why it wasn't autofilling. That was super weird. Okay. And then I want to think about where I destroy the rock to. So like, I want it to fade, right? So we'll do, I don't think I want to destroy it here. I'll make it a rock call. Lifetime. I want to keep this included in lifetime, so maybe I don't do this and I just make it fade when lifetime's lower than a certain value. Yeah, fuck it. And then the rock is actually, the rock needs a reference to the tile that it's on. We will do destroy rock here. This won't be a crouching though. Okay, I think it's calling it, yeah. And then here we're gonna do if lifetime is less than 1. We'll just get a sprite render here too while we're at it, why not? We want to fade the alpha between some two value. I'm trying to think of how to do it easily. Does that work? Go between 0 and 1, and then that would have to be... So this won't work. Because sine is -1 to 1, right? Is this it? Is this all we need? Alright, we'll see. The damage we'll deal with in a bit here. Grid tile's null. Sprite render is not. We don't set the grid tile, it's gonna be fucked. Fuck. It's both tiles. Tile 1, tile 2, whatever. Okay. Now they're gonna fall. Lifetime is 10 seconds. This is a 0. What is this? I'll remove that. After 10 seconds, it should, or 9 seconds, it should start fading. Maybe. It isn't. I fucked something up. Is this value correct? I think it is. Probably not, and then we'll print out this one as well. Then we'll disable this one. What? Gotcha. Wait, what? I get why that was out of order, but what I don't get is why that would have been called. We can actually just check the rocks as well. Oh, lifetime's not actually... Okay. I am stupid. That's why I was getting called. Good to go. Okay, so the fading didn't seem... So the fading did work. It's super slow, so I'll speed the fade up. But it doesn't start at the value that I would want it to. So I think this is times speed. So if I do this times 5, it'll be 5 times as fast. But what I would want it to be is it starts at 1 guaranteed, and I don't know how to do that. So if you just make it fast enough, it maybe just doesn't look that bad, but yeah. I don't even see it. So I feel like 1 second is too short, and then also the fade is still too slow, maybe. Or maybe the fade isn't doing what it... Yeah, wait. We're gonna make the fade 3 seconds. And then I'll speed the fade up. But I'm guessing the fade is doing... It's not going from 0 to 1. It's actually going from 0 to 1, and then it's waiting on 1, and then it's going back to 0. The sine function issue. That wasn't too bad. Okay. I mean, now we have a mechanic that's cleaning itself up, which means... Oh. Get our ass smashed. It's limited to 3 max, so it can't actually use the ability until there's one of the 3 disappears, and then they're just slowly disappearing. Pretty cool. Could do this with some spikes, which would be opposite, coming from the bottom. Basically, right now I'm trying to think through how much work I want to do today. Let me actually check if the boys are hootsing. Oh yeah, they are. When was that? 8:40? Nice, okay. So we've been live for around 2 hours. I'll probably do this again Friday. So the goal is doing this Monday, Wednesday, Friday until the game jam's over. It's going to end in 2 weeks. So I'll be back on Friday and then hopefully I'll have a bit more of an idea of like what I want to get done. I can show one more thing off before we end. And just have it how it ties into the actual let's pause the enemy manager, delete these rocks. Basically how the project that I'm working on is going to tie into the theme. We've got an artist friend who we commissioned for this art for another project. We're going to reuse it for this game jam. And then I just added a shader here, and the shader can palette swap if we wanted to. So I can take the golem and then palette swap to a different element. I'm going to make it so that different parts of the golem can be palette swapped as well. So like one of his arms could be cold, the other arm could be lightning, like his shoulders could be fire or something like that. And then I'm going to tie that into the theme of alchemy. The overall theme for this game jam is shadows and alchemy. The player themselves is going to be the shadows part of it. So when we're like bouncing around and like teleporting, it's going to be like a shadow teleport. I'm going to have a stand in place dodge, I think. So you'll turn into like a puddle of shadow or something. And then I'll have a parry. That was the plan, at least. I don't know how a parry ties into shadows, but we'll do something interesting. That's the weaker part of the idea. When it comes to this enemy in alchemy, that's the more interesting part. So you're going to be building the enemy. So level 1, you're going to start out. He's going to have 1 or 2 or 3 abilities. I don't really know. But every single encounter that you progress in the future, you're going to give him more abilities. And maybe it's more than 1 per, because then the fights would get pretty boring. Or maybe you fight different enemies. And like as you're building, you have like multiple golems that you're building up. And then like when you beat one, he has to like reform or something. But anyways, the idea is just I'm designing it in order to make me create a bunch of abilities. And the abilities I'm going to reuse for my other project later. But I think this it's like basically I'm working on one side of a game. And I think that one side of the game that I'm going to be working on is still going to be fun enough. What I'm going to try to do before next stream, so that's Friday, is going to be figure out a list of abilities I want to get done. This is the rock one was the one that I had in my head for a combination of things. So like basically when you're building out synergies for the enemy, you're giving the enemy new abilities. This ability, I haven't added it yet, right? We'll give the player some health. It's going to be able to damage you. And maybe I'll add that before we end stream tonight. But the idea is that even though this ability hurts you, it also might help you deal with other abilities he has. So if we give him something that's like water-based, right, and it floods the entire... if we get something that's water-based and it floods the entire zone, maybe you don't want to be standing in the water and you'd rather jump up top, right? So the idea is that you pick and choose synergies that you figure out, like, oh, that one's probably going to work better with this other one, etc. But man, I'm going to have to make a bunch of abilities, and I'm going to have to make them work well together. Currently, we're only like, there's a lot here that doesn't actually make sense. So like, yeah, once we get there, I'll deal with it. But I just need to make a list so that I don't get to a point in the stream where I'm like, what do I do next? So let's just deal with the player stuff before I end stream. Just because there's always something that I could be working on. This is pretty easy to add at the end. And then I don't even know how we're going to do player life. Because I kind of want it to be... I almost want to give you 3 health. So the idea is that you never get hit by any of this shit. And then something we had in the other project that we didn't add today, and I think we'll add later, is a visual. So it's trying to understand where damage is coming from. So these rocks are falling from the sky. I need the player to know when a rock is going to fall from above them so that they can dodge out of the way. I thought I could use shadows, right? Part of the theme. I don't know if I want to keep using shadows, especially when it's like not a rock falling from the sky. Instead, it's going to be like a lightning bolt hitting the ground, right? So I'll probably just do something more generic, like flash the tile red. These tiles aren't going to be in the game. You're not going to be able to see them. I'm using them for debugging right now, but I still could use something to flash them. So like currently in the other project, I have this sprite. I've been using the sprite. Wait, what? Weird. Anyways, it's like a swirly, and then I was spinning it. So basically, if you saw this on the ground, like this, I also had a flash. So I can't remember what I did for the rock falling one, but we can go back and check. Anyways, I could stick with this. I don't know if I want to. I also want to figure out why this is not getting masked. So like this is a mask. Oh, it's 15. No, the ground cover is 15. This is 15 as well. So this needs to be above. I just pulled a 1 too early. Okay. So it'd be something like this, like a visual that is attempts to indicate, and I think I squished it even more. Yeah, there we go. So the idea is it's indicating that something's going to fall there. We'll see. Because I can't do this rotation because it looks wonky as heck, but I do want it to like rotate in like a spiral. I don't know, we'll figure something out. I could do this. It's not the worst. Anyways. That I'm not going to do tonight. We'll just deal with the damage. So player life 3, massive rock. I might not even deal with damage anymore. We'll hide this. But the basic idea is, let's pull up the other script. On trigger enter. And the reason why it's on trigger enter is because it's a trigger, but in our project it isn't a trigger, so we'll do on collision. I think we'll try on collision, see what happens. I think this has got to be in parents. Wait, what? Okay. Why am I... This code was so fucked up. Okay. See if that works. And then I don't know if it's going to get called, unless we put a rigid body on it, but we're going to find out. We're also going to find out if it gets called multiple times. Oh, and then I have to disable. Fuck. We have to check if it's falling still. Player life is 3. Okay, so that did work, and that did work, and that killed it again. Okay. So then we need to check, one, if it's hit the player once already. And then we have to check if it's grounded. And there's a few ways to do that. One of them is here, which I don't like. So I think we're going to move this massive rockfall coroutine into the rockfall eventually. But basically we could do it at the end here, so like it doesn't even... I hate it, but it works. It's a game jam. Doesn't matter. Okay. Player life. If I jump into this, it shouldn't change. Good stuff. Let's try to get hit by it while it's falling, which actually is kind of tough right now. Got to be over here somewhere. Nope. Okay, so that one hit me. Life should be 2. Yep. All right, cool. And then we'll add a visual for you getting hit. And again, we'll add a visual for where the rocks are falling. Like, let me see if I can react. Nope. It was too fast, I'm pretty sure. I just wasn't ready for it either. I don't know. These are, yeah. I think I need more room up top, honestly. We've got some room down here at the bottom of the screen. But the idea, like I'm gonna add abilities. So you're not gonna be able to teleport endlessly. There's gonna be a cooldown. You'll need to know. It's not gonna be one ability happening. Rocks will be falling, spikes will be shooting up from the ground. I think I'll have to have some element of you damaging the enemy. The goal is for that not to really matter, and most of what you're going to be doing here is... Oh, am I just zoomed in? Hey, okay. I was like, this feels pretty zoomed in. Hit me with it, hit me, come on. Nope, come on, man. Over here, over here. Yeah, okay, that's easy enough, and that's with me not being able to see the thing on the ground. So yeah, we'll see. All right, that'll do it. Day 1 in the books. As we get further and further along, I'll add more of the framework, or like what do you call it? Like boilerplate kind of shit. It's like game start, a golem that's actually on screen maybe. So I think I might actually do like the golem's not in the fight, and he's just kind of using the abilities. So we might actually have to redesign this. And let me actually check. We might replace all... Yeah, we're going to do that right now. The idea is that maybe in the future I'm going to change the width. Which also means that when we're calling these functions from outside with set values, we are doing it wrong. Well, I could pull up the other game. I'll pull up the other game real quick, Tess. You'll be more interested in... Or like, it's actually a game. Give me a moment before I forget what I was doing. there's a 6 somewhere that I need to change. It's here. 6. So this we need to change to ability grid manager.instance.top tile. Cool. And again, have no idea how much we're delayed here, but oh, wait, what? Cool. Can I open multiple Unity projects at once? Probably not. So the larger game that I'm working on that isn't a part of the game jam is going to be MMO style combat plus roguelike. And again, we're using the assets. The visual is going to be in the center. You have your abilities. This, I think, is going to be for potions. There's a bunch of mechanics I've been trying, but I haven't done too much with it. And then before, the enemy was actually going to be always on screen, just hanging out there. This is not the game view. This is the scene view. So this was how I had it laid out before. Character's moving around. He already feels slower than the other one. And then the idea is that you're fighting this character on the right. Let me mute this shit. I gave him an auto attack. There's some abilities he's using. I don't want an auto attack anymore. Next round. This is the overall large one. So you can kind of see visuals for like things are happening. But your character is mostly an MMO style rotation that you'll be doing. Things that have changed. And I'm going to keep doing this. Basically, my goal now is to make this fun. And what I realized at the moment was that I need the enemy to have way more abilities. Otherwise, just doing a MMO style rotation is kind of boring as shit. So that's why I'm doing this game jam. The game jam isn't going to have any of these abilities. I think I'm going to have a blink. I'm going to have maybe this shield, which is like a defensive and you can get hit once. The enemy is not going to have an auto attack. And then I'm just going to build out a bunch of different abilities for enemies. And then I'm going to reuse them in this game later. But anything that I do when it comes to like the player's movement and like the enemy's abilities interacting with the grounds and like jumping on stuff, I'm going to keep. Having him here is kind of taking up screen real estate and like movement. Like basically, I don't know if I want to leave it like this. So I might in the future change it to where he's maybe further up here on a ledge something and he's just casting abilities instead of actually on the ground with me. Or he is something that you have to deal with and he's slowly moving around the arena and jumping and shit like that. I don't know. But yeah, I added one of the changes I made recently was initially I had it so casting was like MMOs where you had to be standing still, and that just felt awful. And I left it in for like a full month of development before realizing like, okay, I need to change it quickly to just make it so that you could cast. Oh, I added teleport. Okay. But yeah, the game is going to be more, okay, your damage, your combat stuff, MMO style rotation, the enemy abilities, MMO style raid abilities, but the difficulty scale / like where the fun comes in is going to be more Elden Ring, right? So you're not going to be getting auto attacked. You're going to see as much of the incoming damage as possible, and you're going to need to dodge as much of it as possible. If you get hit 3 times and you die, Like that might be a good benchmark to start with. I don't really know. For this game, the character is going to have health that you have to kill him before he kills you type vibe. For the Game Jam game, not so much. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited. 9:22, give me 2 minutes. But yeah, that about does it. I'll be back on Friday, and then today we did 2.5 hours. I was planning on working on this as much as possible within this 2-week window. I don't really, after today on stream, I don't think I care as much. So I think I'll probably be putting in a ton of work this weekend and trying to just use the Game Jam to motivate me. I'm not super feeling it right now. But I mean, we did it again. So 2.5 hours in, we need to add a few of the quality of life stuff that I have in the other projects. But then right after that, we just move on to new abilities. So we only did rock abilities. It was a rock golem. We had the rock assets. We're going to work towards new elements. So like frost. So like already you could see frost kind of doubling up on the rocks. Just make them look like ice shards or whatever. And then they're more slidey. Apply like a frozen, like the ground becomes super slidey, something like that. Rocks, we have spikes. Chill, we could have icicles drop in. They'd shatter. I don't know. We could do a bunch of interesting stuff. Fire's just going to be burning everywhere. Projectiles coming in from the right and to the left, kind of feeling like a bullet hell, right? So there's a lot of stuff I'm going to try to figure out if it's fun, how we can get it to work. I just need to write a list down when I'm on stream, get it done. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys, and I will be back on Friday.